Welcome! Today we're setting off on a digital adventure to some of the world's strangest places, no passport required. We'll explore impossible geometries, architectural oddities, and visual paradoxes you can find right now on Google Earth. These locations challenge our sense of space and logic like real-life Escher drawings, staircases that loop, roads that fold, and more. Each spot is a blend of clever design, optical illusion, or even a happy satellite glitch. You can follow along from your own screen, discovering the weird and wonderful hidden in plain sight. Ready to question what you see? Let's dive in. Right, let's get started. Our first stop is the Rochester Institute of Technology, nestled in upstate New York, a campus known for its innovation and creativity. But among its many buildings and modern designs, there's one feature that stands out and captures the imagination of all who visit. Here you'll find a staircase that seems to defy the very laws of physics. It appears to ascend and descend in a never-ending loop, much like the famous Penrose stairs from the world of impossible objects. As people walk up and down, the illusion is so convincing that it almost feels like you're trapped in an M.C. Escher drawing brought to life. Of course, such a paradox can't truly exist in our three-dimensional world. So, what's really happening here? Why do so many visitors find themselves second-guessing their own senses? The answer lies in the genius of Raphael Nelson Aboganda, the architect behind this marvel. He designed the staircase as a masterclass in trompe-l'oeil, a technique that uses perspective and visual cues to trick the eye. From a specific vantage point, the steps seem to connect in an impossible loop, but walk around and the illusion unravels. From the ground, it's just a creative set of stairs, blending seamlessly into the campus. But from above, when viewed through the unblinking eye of Google Earth satellite, the depth and angles are flattened, aligning the steps into a perfect, impossible loop that could never exist in reality. This illusion is a perfect storm, where clever architectural design meets the unique perspective of satellite imagery. The result is a visual paradox that can only be appreciated when technology and art collide. It's a powerful reminder that maps, photos, and even satellite images are just representations of reality, not reality itself. They can distort, simplify, or even create illusions that don't exist on the ground. Our brains, trained to interpret flat images and fill in missing information, are easily fooled by these visual tricks. We see a paradox where none exists, simply because our minds want to make sense of what we're seeing. This isn't a glitch or a mistake, it's intentional art designed to make us pause, question, and think about how we perceive the world around us. It's a playful challenge to our senses and our assumptions. As you pan around the 3D model on Google Earth, the illusion assembles and falls apart before your eyes, revealing the clever trick behind the magic. The impossible becomes possible, then impossible again, all with a shift in perspective. It's like witnessing a magic trick from both the audience and backstage at the same time, seeing both the wonder and the secret behind it. The intersection of art, architecture, and technology gives this local illusion a global stage, inviting people from all over the world to experience its mystery, whether in person or through a screen. A staircase that goes nowhere and everywhere at once. What a way to start our tour of the impossible. The Escherian staircase of Rochester is more than just a clever trick. It's a celebration of curiosity, creativity, and the joy of seeing the world from a new angle. Next, we travel to East Perth, Australia, where a simple park hides a mind-bending secret. At first glance, this green space seems like any other, a quiet spot tucked away in the city, surrounded by trees and the hum of daily life. But look a little closer, and you'll discover something truly extraordinary. On the ground, it's just 3 metal beams, plain, industrial, and seemingly random. They stand apart, each one angled in a way that doesn't seem to make sense, almost as if they were left behind from a construction project. But from above, everything changes. The beams align into a perfect Penrose triangle, an impossible object that can't exist in 3 dimensions, yet appears flawless from a single viewpoint. It's a visual trick that feels like magic, defying logic and expectation. Artists Brian McKay and Ahmad Abbas designed this sculpture to play with perspective, challenging viewers to see the world differently. Their creation is a testament to the power of imagination and the joy of puzzling over the impossible. Walk around it and it's abstract, just a collection of metal beams, disconnected and strange. The illusion vanishes, replaced by curiosity and wonder as you try to piece together how the trick works. But if you find the sweet spot, standing at just the right angle, the impossible triangle suddenly appears before your eyes. It's a moment of revelation, as if you've unlocked a secret hidden in plain sight. Google Earth's aerial view captures the illusion perfectly, flattening depth and locking the beams into a paradoxical form. From space, the sculpture's secret is revealed instantly, a puzzle solved in a single glance. Unlike the staircase, this is public art, meant to be explored, puzzled over, and enjoyed by everyone. Families, tourists, and locals alike gather here, each person experiencing the illusion in their own way. The satellite image freezes the moment of discovery, showing the solution without the process. It's a snapshot of wonder, a reminder that sometimes the answer is only visible from a new perspective. On the ground, the magic is in the journey. From above, it's in the instant reveal. Both views offer their own kind of delight, inviting us to look again and again. The impossible triangle challenges our eyes and minds, making us question what's real and what's illusion. It's a playful reminder that reality is often shaped by how we choose to see it. Thanks to satellite imagery, this local curiosity is now a global wonder, proof that the extraordinary can hide in the everyday, waiting for someone to notice. In East Perth, a simple park becomes a stage for the impossible, inviting us all to see the world with fresh eyes. Now let's head to the Nevada desert, where a stretch of road seems to break the laws of physics. Out here, surrounded by endless sand and sun, you might expect nothing but straight lines and predictable paths. But on this particular stretch, something truly strange appears to happen, something that makes even seasoned map enthusiasts do a double take. On Google Earth, it appears to loop and cross itself, without a bridge or underpass. The image is so convincing that it almost looks like a deliberate design, as if the engineers wanted to create a puzzle for anyone passing by, both in real life and in the digital world. It's a topological impossibility, like a ribbon folding over itself on a flat plane. Roads simply don't do this in reality, and yet, here it is, an optical illusion that seems to defy everything we know about how roads are built. What's really happening? This is likely an image stitching error. When you look closer, you can see faint lines and mismatches that hint at the digital trickery behind the scene. Google Earth is built from millions of satellite images, stitched together by complex algorithms. Each image is like a puzzle piece, and the software's job is to fit them together as seamlessly as possible. In remote areas, the software can misalign images, especially when landmarks are scarce. The vast emptiness of the desert makes it difficult for the algorithm to find reliable reference points, so even a small error can create a dramatic visual glitch. Here, two photos of the same road taken at different times don't quite match up. Lighting, shadows, and even seasonal changes can make the same stretch of road look different, confusing the software even more. The result? A clean, crisp image of an impossible intersection. It's a digital mirage, a product of technology's limitations rather than a feat of engineering. Our brains want to accept it, but logic rebels. We're left questioning what's real and what's just a clever trick of the pixels. These glitches are digital echoes, rare, fleeting, and fascinating. They remind us that even the most advanced technology can make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes are more interesting than the truth. They remind us that the digital globe is a construct, subject to error and illusion. Every map is a human creation, and every creation has its quirks. Sometimes a simple road becomes a surreal work of art, courtesy of a quirk in the code. In the end, these digital oddities invite us to look closer, to question what we see and to appreciate the strange beauty that can emerge from imperfection. High in the Andes, Lake Titicaca is home to the Euros, man-made islands woven from reeds. On Google Earth, some of these islands seem to float not just on water but above it, casting shadows on the lake below. The effect is magical, like islands hovering in mid-air. This illusion is a side effect of how satellite imagery is processed. The software uses photogrammetry to build 3D models from 2D photos, but the soft edges of the reed islands confuse the algorithm. It miscalculates elevation, lifting the islands above the water in the digital model. Shadows are then cast from this artificial height, amplifying the illusion. It's a cascade of small errors, indistinct edges, elevation mistakes, misplaced shadows. The result, a digital magic trick, where ancient engineering meets modern technology. The Euros Islands float on water in reality, but in the digital world, they float on air, a beautiful glitch that makes the map more magical than the territory. In Dresden, Germany, the UFA Kristallpalast cinema hides a geometric secret. From the ground, it's a striking, deconstructed building, but from above, its roof lines form an impossible Necker cube. This two-dimensional paradox is embedded in the three-dimensional structure, visible only from a satellite's perspective. The architects designed this as an architectural Easter egg, a puzzle for the digital age. Most visitors see only a bold cinema. Only from above does the impossible cube reveal itself. Our brains try to build a cube from the lines, but the logic never quite fits. The building exists in two states, a functional cinema on the ground, a paradox from the sky. It's a stunning example of how architecture can play with perception, hiding impossible art in plain sight. In the deserts near Al Ain, UAE, lush green circles dot the sand, fields irrigated by center pivot systems. On Google Earth, some circles overlap in ways that seem to defy geometry. One arc cuts cleanly through another, as if floating above. The secret isn't in space, but in time. Google Earth stitches together images from different dates. One field might be green in spring, its neighbor brown after harvest. The algorithm uses the best image for each patch, creating sharp, unnatural boundaries. The result? A temporal collage, where moments from different seasons overlap as if simultaneous. These intersecting circles are not spatial paradoxes, but digital echoes of changing crops, a visible seam in the fabric of time. Our final stop, Da Nang, Vietnam, home to the Golden Bridge, Cao Vang. This pedestrian bridge appears to float, cradled by two giant stone hands rising from the mountainside. From the ground, it's breathtaking, a golden thread held by ancient gods. On Google Earth, the illusion is even starker, a delicate arc suspended above the forest supported by colossal hands. But the hands are decorative, not structural. Steel frames covered in fiberglass, hiding the real supports. The genius is in the story. The bridge looks impossible, but it's a feat of modern engineering and imagination. The satellite image captures the myth, not the mechanics, a perfect blend of fantasy and reality. The Golden Bridge is a testament to human creativity, a fitting finale to our journey through the impossible. And there you have it, a tour of places that shouldn't exist but do, at least on our screens. These sites are more than curiosities, they're lessons in perception, design, and the quirks of digital mapping. They remind us that the line between reality and illusion is thin, and the world, both physical and digital, is full of surprises. Next time you're on Google Earth, look closer. You might find your own impossible geometry. The map isn't the territory, but it's a world worth exploring. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this journey, like, subscribe, and share your favorite impossible place in the comments.